Hello, my name is Abigail Lowell and I am a Year 28 team leader for District A in Region 1, and I'm here to talk you through gear return instructions for all WSP uniforms and field gear. As the end of your term of service is approaching with WSP, we would like each of you to begin thinking about the uniform and gear return process. WSP will be asking you to properly launder, decontaminate, and return all items you received by either returning your items via FedEx with the return shipping labels and packing tape provided by WSP in your exit packages, or by returning your items in person by signing up for a drop-off time at the WSP Fortuna office. If you choose to return your items in person, place them in a large, heavy-duty trash bag and or a large box, like this one. If you are shipping them to the WSP Fortuna office, you will need 2 shipment boxes sized 20 inches by 12 inches by 14 inches with the shipping labels we sent to you taped securely to the box and tape layered over all exposed paper. WSP will also be sending each one of you your personalized gear sheet that looks something like this. If anything seems incorrect on your gear sheet, please explain that in the note section for that item. The note section is here on the right-hand side, and or you can contact WSP staff with questions. For example, you might have 2 fleeces, but your gear sheet only says 1. That's okay. Please just note that you have 2 here in the notes section and be as specific as possible in describing the items. All items with CCC and or AmeriCorps logos must be returned to WSP, but if an item is so damaged that you wouldn't want to receive it as an incoming Corps member, please send a photo to wsp.info@ccc.ca.gov so that WSP staff can decide whether or not you should return it. For any items on your gear sheet that you end up not returning to WSP, please indicate why in the note section for that item. If you do end up returning a damaged item to WSP, please also describe the damage in the note section for that item. So now I am going to go over the instructions for how to properly clean, decontaminate, and return your uniform and field gear to WSP. Start by gathering up all of the gear and uniform items that you received from WSP. Please use your personalized gear sheet as a reference for all the items you received. And if you lose the physical gear sheet that was sent to you, please email wsp.info@ccc.ca.gov to request another copy. Before packing, launder and or decontaminate all gear and uniform items using the specific instructions that I will describe in this video. It is really important that all items are returned to WSP clean and dry. So for field gear, to start off with our nylon or neoprene waders, be sure to clean out all of the pockets, including any inside ones. Decontaminate your waders following your placement site protocols. Air dry completely to prevent the waders from molding. And then you're going to roll up your waders starting from the foot end. So you're just going to kind of roll them up like this, roll them up as tightly as you can. And to secure them, for waders, you do not want to use tape because that can damage the waders. But if your overall straps are accessible, you can try to wrap those around your waders to secure them just like that. Alternatively, if you have your wader bag, that is a great way to secure your waders. And other options are using your wader belt, some flagging of some kind or string, something like that. but just again, please do not use tape on the waders. And make sure that you include all of your wader accessories as well. If your waders are so damaged that you're unsure if you should return them to WSP, please again email wsp.info@ccc.ca.gov and staff will give you additional guidance. Next thing, your stream boots, either felt or Vibram soled. So you're going to want to decontaminate them following your placement site protocols, and then air dry completely or use a boot dryer before packing. If your soles or any other parts of the boots look too worn out and you're not sure if you should send them back to WSP, email a photo to wsp.info@ccc.ca.gov and staff will give you further guidance. Next up, your rain boots. Scrub the outsides clean and air dry completely or use a boot dryer. I like sticking one into the other one to make packing a little bit easier. Stick those into the box. And you want to do the same thing if you have steel-toed boots. Scrub the outsides clean and air dry completely or use a boot dryer before packing those. For your first aid kit, place all of the items that you were provided in the waterproof first aid bag that you were given. Before you roll it up and clip it, try to press all of the air out so that it packs more compactly. And then you're going to want to roll this down and clip it closed just like normal. For your water filter, which includes about 4 different pieces, a straw, a little syringe, the squeeze bag, and then the plastic filter itself. All of those things should go into a Ziploc bag or a Tupperware. Again, try to get all the air out, and you can pack those up. Decontaminate your throw bag using your placement site protocols and air dry completely before packing this up as well. And that completes our field gear portion of our gear return instruction video. Now I'm going to go over the instructions for decontaminating, cleaning, and returning your uniforms and PPE, personal protective equipment. For your gray t-shirts, your sun shirt, your blue sun shirt, your blue both short sleeve as well as long sleeve athletic shirts, your fleece, and both your Dickies and your Carhartt brown pants. All of these next instructions are going to apply to. So begin by emptying the pockets of your pants and your fleece. And then if anything has a particular odor, you can spray the affected areas with diluted vinegar with a 1-to-1 ratio with water. Let it sit for an hour and then wash, machine wash cold, making sure that that machine wash removes all of the stains and odors. After that, air dry all of these things if possible to avoid shrinking and damage to logos. If that is not possible, then dry on low heat. And then you can pack all of those things up. For your rain jacket and rain pants, clean out all of the pockets. Machine wash cold using only powdered detergent and no fabric softener. And air dry. Do not dry your rain jacket and rain pants in a dryer. And we would like you to return your rain jacket even if the logos are peeling off. Next, for your cap, beanie, and work gloves, you are welcome to keep all 3 of these, and we encourage you to do so. But if you do wish to return them to WSP, please wash them all in cold water. The cap is hand wash only, and then air dry all 3 of them completely before packing those up. Let's see. For your hard hat, begin by using mild soap and warm water to wipe dirt and grime off of the outside and off of the inside. Don't forget the suspension and the sweatband here at the front. Then rinse the whole thing off with cold water and wipe dry with a soft washcloth, and wait for the sweatband to air dry completely before you pack this up. Finally, for PPE items such as Tyvek suits, safety glasses, earplugs, and any other PPE items you might have received from WSP, put all of these items into a small bag, or you can tuck them right inside of your hard hat. Small items first, I suppose. And then you can pack those up. Please do not return used or ripped Tyvek suits, used earplugs, or scratched safety glasses. And so once all of your gear has been cleaned and decontaminated, please place your gear sheet into one of your boxes. Tape up your boxes securely using the packing tape provided to you by WSP, and drop them off at a FedEx location. If you have any questions about any of these instructions or the gear return process, please email wsp.info@ccc.ca.gov or call the WSP Fortuna office at 707-725-8601. We always love to hear from you, and happy packing!